Hi guys, and welcome to Your Car Show. Today is a great day because I was handed the keys to the BMW i8. The i8 is their flagship sports car, you could say, and I was really dying to try it for a long time. And now I'll get to review it for you guys. June 2014 might seem like a meaningless reference to start a car review with, but that's when BMW first released its i8 model to the masses. To me, it's also the first time I've seen what looked like a concept car with an eccentric and futuristic design actually make it to production. Since very strict regulations have taken over the automotive industry, a car designer's work has become more about complying with rules than actually creating automotive artworks. Yet, somehow, BMW's design team managed to give birth to this spaceship, sports car, that looks like nothing else on the road. But since no car is perfect, the BMW i8's interior is quite a letdown when you compare it to the rest of the car. Don't get me wrong, the quality is good and you get pretty much every gadget you might want in a modern car. But the interior design doesn't feel special at all. It is not befitting the amazing exterior looks and the advanced engineering that went into this car. And since we're talking about the interior, the rear seats are definitely not meant to accommodate anything larger than a baby, a small dog, or some bags. Oh, believe me, you will need the extra space for those bags, because the trunk is pretty much useless and it gets very hot inside. So if I were you, I'd avoid storing any ice cream in there. Now you might think that the i8 is all about exterior looks and not much else. And if you think that, please let me tell you how wrong you are. The BMW i8 might only have a 1.5 three-cylinder combustion engine, but it is turbocharged to make 230 horsepower, and the car gets an extra 130 horsepower from its electric motor up front. All combined, the i8 makes about 360 horsepower and 550 Nm of torque. The electric motor drives the front wheels, and the petrol-fueled power goes to the rear wheels thanks to a slick 6-speed auto. The car will get 100 km per hour in about 4 seconds while keeping an average consumption of under 9 liters per 100 km as tested. The announced figures are around 2 liters per 100 km, but you'll never get that unless you live on a full charge and only drive it in eco mode at lower speeds for the whole 100 km. If any of you guys own a BMW i8 and manage to get close to the official figures, please let me know in the comments, because I think it is impossible to get that in normal driving conditions. If this i8 review is the first one you see, then you might want to know that this car accelerates faster than a Porsche 911 Carrera S in a straight line. That's something I've heard more than once, and actually tested myself thanks to my friends whose Porsche I reviewed for you guys last year. It is indeed faster, but it definitely isn't destroying the Porsche. I took the i8 on numerous drives in the city, on the highway and on Belgian country roads. And not once have I been disappointed by this car. It handles great, the gearbox is fast, and words won't ever be enough to describe the way it accelerates. If you don't like people looking at you, then you should probably avoid purchasing this car, because it gets as much attention, if not more, as any other exotic car with a price tag twice as high. In conclusion, the BMW i8 embodies the definition of exotic car. It is fast, expensive, and looks like nothing else on the road. People will try to take pictures of you as you fly by at twice the speed limit, and kids will have posters of this car on their walls. In your mind, the smell of money that exudes from this car won't upset the working man. And you know why? Because you're not a rich douche driving a Ferrari. You're a sensible person driving a hybrid car, fighting the same fight, and saving the planet. And one last detail I forgot to mention. The brakes, even though they work fine, don't feel that performance-oriented due to the regen system, and the stock tires have enough grip for your daily spirited drive. But if, for some reason, you want to track your i8, I'd recommend you buy a nice set of tires or a 911. Choice is yours. So that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed watching this review nearly as much as I enjoyed driving the i8, well, you probably had a blast too. And if you did, well, hit that like button. It makes sense, right? How about, I don't know, sharing your opinion and your thoughts on the car with us in the comments below? And last but not least, subscribe to our channel. It's really important for us, and well, it's free for you, so just do it. See you next week. Bye bye.